Family Justice Center is for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault to be able to access all of the services that they need to be able to get protection, begin to build stability for themselves and their family, and start the healing process.
Our hope is to have zero domestic-related homicides after the tragic year that the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office had in 2013. We're just tired of it, and we're saying enough is enough.
2013 was a tragic year for Buncombe County. We ranked second in our state for the number of domestic violence-related homicides. 5 of them were intimate partner violence. And we came together as a service system and realized that we could do better, that we were all working hard, but we were working independently. And that if we combined the enthusiasm and the expertise and the passion and the commitment of everybody that was involved, that we could do a better job of serving survivors and of holding offenders accountable, and in the end we could save lives.
The Family Justice Center takes a lot of pieces that we've had working in Buncombe County, such as victim advocacy pieces, Department of Health and Human Services, Mission Hospital, their sexual assault nurses, and then all our law enforcement partners, and it really takes them and puts them together in a very structured, collaborative response, so that we all share in the outcomes of making sure that victims are not further traumatized, that cases are prosecuted well. And by having all those partners working together under an umbrella, we do a better job all the way around, but we do probably the best job of assessing what is the best outcome in this situation and making those things happen and occur.
Violence, be it domestic violence, sexual abuse, violence against children, those victims do end up in the emergency department, and while we provide excellent care, a setting such as the Family Justice Center or Child Advocacy Center allows these victims to receive all the services in the same place.
What we find out is that intimate partner domestic violence is not only pretty predictable, but because we can predict it, then we can do some things and put measures in place to prevent it. A lot of times we used to look at the victim, why don't they just leave? Why don't they just remove themselves from the situation? And during this process, I think what law enforcement has come to understand is we don't do that to any other victim of a crime. We've been able to look at it objectively and see that there are a lot of reasons why a victim doesn't leave. There's a lot of circumstances, which has made us realize even more the importance of working through this family justice system, because the resources we need to help facilitate a change and bring about that outcome are going to be in that Family Justice Center with us, whether it's legal services, whether it's child advocacy services, whether it's victim advocacy services. Those things are going to be there, and we'll be able to have the resource to bring about that outcome.
For too long, we've had a system where survivors have really had to run a gauntlet of accessing services during their time of greatest need and highest crisis after a traumatic event. Now we're able to provide services in a way that is collaborative and coordinated. We're not able to only just provide the standard services in one location, but because we're working together, we're able to do more for each individual survivor that we serve. That to me is the heart of the Family Justice Center, is that we have this collective voice that is working for one goal, and that's to save and change lives, and we're meeting that goal already, and we will meet it even better and longer, and the Family Justice Center is a way to institutionalize that success.
The survivor experience will change with our office, with the District Attorney's Office, because I think that they will be more prepared for what's ahead in court.
The way that Buncombe County has rallied around this endeavor, the Family Justice Center and our coordinated community response to domestic and sexual violence, is incredible. We have folks from across the spectrum who are standing up and saying, how can I help stop domestic violence and sexual abuse in our community? What can I do to be a part of making Buncombe County a safer place for all of our citizens?
You know, this is my 20th year doing this work, mostly in North Carolina. And I've had the privilege of being in every county in North Carolina and seeing the way that they work to address domestic and sexual violence. And in that 2 decades, I've never seen something like what we're doing here. It's the thing that I feel like I've worked my whole career to be a part of. And it's an amazing thing.
I am over the moon because I have been working in victim services for quite some time, whether direct services or advocacy services, and never during my whole time, and given that I've worked at local level and state level, have ever seen such a tremendous effective collaboration. I really haven't. The fact that all of us are committed to the survivor.
I'm really excited about it. I've been with the project since its inception and seen the progress that all these partners and stakeholders have come together within the last 2 years, and just have everything underneath one roof and everybody on board is an amazing thing to see.
I think when a victim walks into the Family Justice Center, I think them being able to immediately tell that they're in a secure place is extremely important. I think that them seeing that our efforts are centered around their best outcomes and those things are there to support it will help make the process much, much easier. I think it should speak to them when they walk in that we care about their welfare and we care about their family. We're looking for an outcome that involves them, not that's dictated to them, but involves them, and we help them work through the process of getting to a better place.
When I walk into the Family Justice Center for the first time, honestly, I will walk in as a son to a mother, as a husband to a wife, and a father to a daughter. And for those very personal reasons, I want our community to be the safest place in the universe for women and their children.